And as we mentioned earlier today, the head of the Federal Reserve testified on Capitol Hill. Janet Yellen said the economy is improving and monetary policymakers expect growth to strengthen. But as Hampton Pearson reports, some lawmakers took that opportunity to turn up the heat.
Federal Reserve Chair Janet Yellen told the House Financial Services Committee monetary policymakers are on track to raise interest rates this year after more than 6 years at near zero.
If the economy evolves as we expect, economic conditions likely would make it appropriate at some point this year to raise the federal funds rate.
But the Fed chair says labor markets are not yet at maximum employment and the inflation is below the Fed's 2% target. And the central bank is closely monitoring proposed solutions to the Greek debt crisis as well as volatile financial conditions inside China.
Were we to judge that these developments did create substantial risks or were changing the outlook in some notable way, then a change in the outlook is something that would affect monetary policy.
But interest rate timing took a backseat to House Republican concerns for more oversight and accountability over the central bank. There were calls for a more transparent and structured interest rate policy, and several lawmakers clashed with the Fed chair over the refusal to turn over material regarding the investigation of a 2012 leak of market-sensitive information to a private newsletter. Wisconsin Representative Sean Duffy pulled no punches in his clash with the Fed chair.
If anyone is trying to sweep this under the rug, it's the Fed. It is Congress that's trying to bring light to this. Is it fair to say you don't have any legal authority because you can't give me a case law or statute that says you have an exemption from our subpoena?
No, we've said that we plan to give them to you as soon as we're able to do so and not compromise an open criminal investigation.
Compromising open investigation.
I think we want to see this investigation succeed.
You do. Let's talk about that.
The Fed chair could face more of the same tomorrow in front of the Senate Banking Committee. It has already moved legislation calling for a complete overhaul of the Fed. For Nightly Business Report, I'm Hampton Pearson in Washington.